Hey, Anthony Allen here with Supply Chain Unfiltered. So who am I? I'm a supply chain recruiter, former supply chain exec, so I see things from all sides of the coin. I see the candidate side, the hiring manager side, the company side, the recruiter side. Man, I'm like a magic genie. So here to do an introduction, give you some thoughts. So what's going on out there? So here's what I'm seeing. Companies are hiring. Like I'm busier now than I've ever been. However, there's a lot of things being screwed up. Um, where are candidates screwing up? Let's start there. So mass applying, using AI to blast your resume out to 800 companies, that's just not working. Why? Because hiring managers are inundated with the resumes. So they'll post one job. There may be 1,000 applicants. There's no way they're going to go through all those. There is absolutely zero chance. So you may be the most qualified. Chances are your resume never got looked at by a human. Maybe it gets picked up by the infamous ATS monster. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? So that's one thing I'm seeing. So where are companies screwing up? So companies, man, they're slow as molasses right now to make hiring decisions. Some of them are. I'd say 80% of them are. So they'll make a candidate go through 4, 5, 6 interviews, drag them along. Meanwhile, you will have another company that's maybe 1 or 2 rounds of interviews that make quick decisions. They are capitalizing on the good candidates, and the good candidates are being scooped up by those companies. Those hiring companies do exist. I'm working with one now. One on site and offer 2 hours later. So those companies are out there, and yes, there's remote roles going on too right now. Trying to think what else I want to talk about. I'm looking at my notes here. So what I'd do if I were a candidate looking, first of all, stop mass blasting your resume out to hundreds of companies. I know it's frustrating, but narrow it down to a select few companies that you want to work with. Target those hiring managers, connect with them on LinkedIn, let them know you exist. Yeah, it's a slow burn, but that's one thing to do. But even more importantly, before you're unemployed and before you have a need, that's when you need to network. Network when you're freaking gainfully employed. Get out there, connect with hiring managers, colleagues, whatever you need to do, because your network's going to be like your lifeline. So make sure you're well connected and make sure you're not reaching out in the time of need. Bottom line, just a quick summary here. Companies are hiring. Again, I am busier than I have ever been. I'm also seeing an influx of companies like from the United Kingdom, from the UK and London, that area, setting up operations here in the States, and they tend to hire remote. The larger companies are hiring, although I don't deal with them as much, and mainly because they're bureaucratic and too much nonsense there. I try to focus on the small to mid-sized companies, and that's probably what candidates should do too. But they tend to make quicker hiring decisions. Once they're committed and got the budget in place, they won't screw you around too much. Hell, I know it's tough out there. And then, even as a hiring manager, I know it's tough. I'll do a separate video on that. But that's all I got for now. These wind chimes in the background are getting kind of noisy. Sitting outside on a Texas afternoon, about to enjoy this tobacco pipe. Yeah, is it good for me? Not really, but I still enjoy it. So anyway, that's who I am. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully you get something out of this video. Like and subscribe. I'll post more. Y'all have a good one.